Have you ever wondered how you're going to be able to do homeschool while you're up around doing all the things? Come along and we'll talk about it. By the way, if you heard that, that's my German Shepherd puppy. Don't mind the noise. Learning to live well, and today we are talking about homeschool on the go. Here's the deal. There are going to always be seasons in life where things are a little bit more hectic than others. Maybe it's a disease in the family. Maybe it's a specialty appointment that's long-standing that one of your children need. Maybe it's remedial training for one of your children. There are always going to be times, maybe it's even sports. Maybe it's something that you weren't necessarily thinking about, when you first started homeschool and you had a ton of time, and then something happened, a pregnancy that was maybe more complicated than you expected, or any of these things. And sometimes we have to learn to adjust with the season, which is cool because it stretches us in a way that we didn't know we could stretch. So I'm going to talk about today about homeschooling on the go, because sometimes at some point in your homeschool, you may have things that you have to take with you and make it upwardly mobile. And for us, this is done by having curriculum that is able to go with us. So for example, this is one of my children's history curriculums. It's like their history elective, and it's very open and go. So this has a reading section, questions, and teacher's guide all built into this one book. And this is for grades 7 to 9. It's called They Signed for You. And it's learning about all the people who signed the Declaration of Independence. So this is very cool. It's something that we can take along with us, and it's super easy to go with us wherever we need to go. They also have something very similar for their penmanship. Again, this is also master books, very open and go. It's got like a little reading section, and then they have a place for them to practice their cursive, to teach them the letters, and places to copy. Now, some of the whole child approach will involve later on them doing activities, sometimes throwing a ball and things that you can always do when you get home, but it's still something very easy, very quick to take along with them during their homeschool day if you have an appointment or something that you need to go to. Horizons also is very open and go, very much like that. Now, you do have to take along the teacher's guide because the teacher's guide is not in the back of those, but we do take them along with us when we need. So because we have to take along the teacher's guide, what we have found works really well is the kids, either that day or the night before, just simply pack their books away in stacks into their book bags, or I'll put them aside or something like that, and then they just come and grab them in the morning for early mornings when we need to rush out the door. And in between things, I can sit there and talk to them. I can work with them while we're on the go. Obviously, I'm not doing this while I'm driving, but if my husband happens to be driving and attending with me on these outings, I can read things on the way, such as our health lesson or some of our readers. My children will often also take a reader along with them so that they can read and do their independent reading while we're out. It also keeps them very busy during appointments. It keeps them busy during times that normally would just be lull times, where maybe that they would be a little bit more chaotic. And they are definitely very hard at work doing their schoolwork, so we are not having to just push the whole day off. With that being said, there are some people who would find that incredibly distracting. And if you are one of those people, I do have someone that I know who doubles up on subjects when they know they have a hectic schedule coming up. And so to have those times completely off and completely free of any distractions, they just go ahead and double up on the subjects. Now, if that is one of the things that you would prefer to do, by all means, this is your homeschool. You do it the way that works best for your family. Pray about everything. I honestly believe that's the best thing to do. And then take steps of wisdom in the direction that you feel like the Lord is leading you to do, to make your homeschool very prosperous and to make it easy on your family so you don't get behind. Now, if you happen to get behind, a quick and easy method that we try to implement is just doubling up on core subjects, especially if they're already short lessons. Like language lessons for a living education is a very short lesson. Horizons, phonics, or math are very short lessons to be able to double up on. And this has also worked in seasons where there was just a lot on our plate and we had to do a lot of things. But this has helped us to try to always stay close to grade level, although there have been some of my kids that we have held back for other reasons. So for that's a whole nother video. But anyway, so I want to encourage you that if you are going through a hard season or a crazy season, it's okay. You can always take it on the go. Have a great day and God bless.